With the release of their yearly cash cow, FIFA 19, Electronic Arts has disclosed the odds for the FIFA Ultimate Team packs, the glorified Panini stickers that are part of FIFA's loot box shenanigans. The odds are not fantastic, in fact they're pretty terrible, which is par for the course for something that Electronic Arts has a hand in. The rarest cards have a less than 1% chance of dropping, so I guess we should put disclosed in quotes when we say that EA disclosed the odds, because they did not disclose the exact odds. All we know is that the rarest cards have a less than 1% chance. If we look at the odds for the Premium Electrum Players pack, we can have a look at exactly how skewed these odds are. To get a player rated 75 plus, you got a 100% chance, 82 plus, 41% chance, 85 plus, 4.3% chance, and then that ones to watch sitting at less than 1. What makes these ones to watch cards so desirable is the dynamic nature of their rating. They will change throughout the football season. So a ones to watch version of any player stands to do better than the regular version of said player. However, it's beyond unlikely that you will get a ones to watch player because, well, the odds are less than 1%. And we don't know what less than 1% means. Is that 0.5%? 0.01%? Technically, it could be 0%. It obviously won't be 0%, but I'm sure Electronic Arts is more than willing to make these cards unlock at a drop rate of as close to 0% as humanly possible. Even at a straight 1%, it would be a minuscule chance, but at least that's a tangible figure. At any rate, this really helps hammer home exactly how skewed these odds are in the publisher's favour. Certain game publishers, Electronic Arts especially, love to compare their loot box systems to Panini stickers and things like that. But in Panini stickers, every single sticker has an equal chance of being found in a pack. Not to mention, of course, the ability to trade those physically with people, or pop them on eBay for a quick buck. Here we see laid bare what happens when a video game publisher has complete control of their economy. They will use that control to do you absolutely no favours. They will be less than 1% generous with their bullshit. And it don't need to be that rare. It doesn't need to be that rare at all. Unlike some people who have just forgiven the concept now because worse things happened, I still don't think microtransactions have a place in any premium paid for game. And that includes Devil May Cry 5, by the way. I don't care how generous some people think Capcom will be. If you're dropping down $60 for a game, especially games that have other forms of monetization, and especially games that will have product placement in them, all these other avenues to make money, then microtransactions have no justification. Microtransactions exist for free-to-play games, making these $60 games with them in fee-to-pay games in my mind still. That shit was egregious before loot boxes came along, they're still egregious now, and that makes loot boxes double egregious. So even within a double egregious monetization system, Electronic Arts has to be even worse by manipulating the drop rates so that they're absolutely insulting. There's no need for it. No need for it whatsoever. There's a want for it. And at some point, I would love to see one of these publishers, especially EA, just straight up admit it. Drop the whole player choice bollocks. Drop the whole games are too expensive to make bollocks, and just straight up admit you want to needle your customers for as much money as possible. You desire their exploitation. Because what is a less than 1% drop rate if not exploitative? But EA won't admit that. EA is too busy putting commercials for Coca-Cola within its FIFA games. And I'm sure it won't matter once sketchier YouTubers start doing their FIFA unopening videos, celebrating and dancing around like loons when they get one of these fucking cards, if they ever get one of these fucking cards, making the whole thing look desirable and exciting and perpetuating the gambling problem that the game industry has. This is why I'll continue to have absolutely zero sympathy for any publisher that gets caught up in a country's anti-gambling laws like we're seeing in Belgium. Because given any chance to self-regulate, the game industry won't do it. The game industry will always push for whatever it can get away with. And the only way it stops getting away with shit is with a sustained audience pushback like we saw with Star Wars Battlefront, or outside intervention. You know, it makes me fucking laugh when Electronic Arts went on that stage on E3 and started saying, the next Star Wars game won't have loot boxes in it. Look how good we're being. Knowing full well they were still pulling shit like this in the FIFA games. That's a prime example of a game publisher doing what it can get away with while it can get away with it. They realised they couldn't get away with it in Star Wars Battlefront 2, so they axed it and then paraded it around like they were generous good guys. But because there wasn't enough of a stink kicked up regarding the FIFA series, well, just keep doing it. In fact, let's break laws in Belgium and fight for the right to keep putting exploitative gambling mechanics in our shitty fucking video games. Even though it didn't fully disclose the odds, I'm glad Electronic Arts did what it did and quote-unquote disclosed the odds, because that really does put out there in full view of everyone exactly how slimy and sleazy and skeezy Electronic Arts will be. Exactly how desperate it is to claw every last nickel and dime from an audience that have already paid to play the games. And putting those odds out there completely tanks the argument EA's tried to have in countries like Belgium that it's just like Panini stickers. It fucking ain't, is it? The thing about most of EA's slimy little tactics is that there are very few things you could actually realistically compare them to. From its ruination of good game series to its swallowing up and destruction of smaller studios, EA is almost without compare. Activision Blizzard is about the only company that can match them in terms of being a fucking prick. And even then, I don't think Activision has been quite so destructive as Electronic Arts, because that's what Electronic Arts is, it's destructive. There's a special place in video game hell for Electronic Arts, right next to E.T. for the Atari and the N-Gage. And there's a less than 1% chance that I would ever cry if that company collapsed under the weight of its own fucking shit. In case you haven't learned by now from watching this channel, let me spell it out for you. EA is penis.